This is Charter Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance, and we're joined by Curt Hagman. He is a member of the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors. We're in the Inland Empire today, and I want to speak about our industry, if I may. Our industry provides internet access, broadband access, and you've been working with Charter and our industry to try to make broadband access more ubiquitous. Talk to us about your goals.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, the federal government set up a goal to change all our public safety from voice communications to voice and data. It's called FirstNet.
Right.
It's been out there for a little bit. They have a little bit of money behind, but not really a plan to execute it.
Why is that important, by the way, in your mind?
Oh, because there's so many other applications, just like we do on our phones now. We don't do this talking on the phone. We look up things, we get pictures, we send videos. It works for public safety just as much. And for my past, I've been very into education and higher tech education. You know, how do you integrate modern technology into current high school and lower grade technology or teachings? And so for my bills, always the bad thing.
You were a member of the California State Assembly.
Yes, and I wrote some laws. And the biggest complaint is when the poor families got home with their tablets, they couldn't have access to the internet. How can they be equally accessible to education as the ones who do? You put them both together, and now if you have a Wi-Fi county, you can take care of your public safety mandates from the federal government. You can have Wi-Fi for education. You can have it for public health. You can have your own bandwidth for those public services. And even like I was talking to some of my county builders and stuff, I could do inspections via the internet. I don't have to send an inspector 2 hours away.
But let's talk about San Bernardino County. It is the largest county geographically in the lower 48.
Absolutely.
It goes all the way to the Arizona-Nevada border too? I'm trying to think of it. It is massive.
It's bigger than 5 states.
Exactly. Yes. It has over 2 million residents, but it's very spread out. And so talk to me about your lofty goal, because it is quite...
No, but if you notice that most of our area already has cell phone coverage.
Right.
It's a matter of infilling. It's a matter of making partnerships, and the private industry, your own industry has that same goal of having hotspots. It's a combination of those resources: public safety, education, public health. Obviously, we don't have people living in the middle of the desert all over the place, and there's geographical areas that you start off with. And what it does allows for public safety to have intercommunications when they do mutual aid, some other aspects of it. So I think it's really, we're past the time to get there. Many other countries already have this in the larger cities. Some, like country of Israel has it throughout the whole area. Can we do that here? Yes, I think we'd be a great pilot project, the first one in the United States to have that happen. And there's a lot of public access that we can put through this own bandwidth.
So talk to me about when you hope to see this roll out. I mean, I know part of it is in this company's control, but logistically and realistically, what do you see happening?
We've already started. We've hired 2 consultants to map out. Now, there's another big interesting point. All our cell phone coverage has been economically designed. So as Verizon and T-Mobile and whoever else gets their customers, they'll build towers. They look for the easiest and cheapest place to put a tower, which doesn't mean the best coverage.
Right.
Most other countries, the government put in the infrastructure for cell phone, and it's much better, actually. When I go travel overseas, I find I got 5 bars everywhere. I don't have that here. So this is the first time. We're reverse engineering. So we're going to design it. The counties already hired the consultants to design it from the county aspect. What can we have good coverage on? And then secondly, I instruct them, I want them to try to find public lands. When the school district, city, county, federal land, try to put these towers on government assets anyway.
Because?
One, we don't pay any rent.
Right.
We can collect rent.
Right.
For when AT&T and Verizon comes over, we can charge them rent versus us paying them for the spot. And then lastly, do you have the hookup? So we need those fiber optics from Charter and others who provides most of that out here in my area. And to come to our public facilities anyway, you might as well double down and put some towers in there. Technology's got a lot more expensive, a lot more better. And we just need to put it into work and plan this out. So we already started this year.
I want to focus on the kids as well. It is amazing to me how vital broadband access has become for children, for schools. Explain to me how this program will benefit those entities.
Absolutely. Most of, in the bills, we're pushing toward tablets, we're pushing toward PCs, we're getting away from hardbound books. One of my bills was to make every textbook in California part of, accessible via the tablet.
Did that go?
Yes.
It did, okay, good.
Yeah. So you have to offer them both right now.
Right.
But more importantly, when I worked with the publishers up there, they're saying, look, we have not just to put the words on the screen, but also analytical tools that understands what the kids learn and don't learn so they can stick with the stuff they need to go over again and pass them through. That's individual one-on-one teaching there
Right.
via computer, but that's what it is. So that's already there. All the other things that go along with the education is there if we give them access to that internet. To say the state of California doesn't have a education portal, we're terrible. One of my bills was to put computer programming into high school as a core class.
I remember that. Did it go?
It did. It's
It did
signed
go.
law. It'll take effect
So
in
it's now
a year or
it's
two.
part of science. It's,
2 more years, yes, but they
it will
wanted
be
4
A
years
through
to do it.
G. It will be an A through G.
Yeah. And it's the first time they changed it in 130 years.
Wow.
That's a sad thing.
Right.
We haven't been very adaptable in education. So this is a way to really bring us up. That student's sick for the week, he could download his homework, submit his homework. There's so many different possibilities. We can have the best education practices on demand. Can you imagine if Charter had that? Like the Khan Academy, just like everything else for every subject, in different languages. We would truly have free education accessible.
I'm wondering if the recent announcement that San Bernardino County, or specifically, I guess, Ontario, will be taking back control of the airport. Does that play into this at all? I mean, it just seems as if it's all part of this kind of advanced and high-tech hub. And
well, it's one of my goals. Obviously, is we're really growing. It's been a goal for the Inland Empire for decades to get the airport back, and I'm fortunate to be part of that. But yes, I mean, we're the porthole now for all different countries, and to bring that best and the brightest technologies and everybody else to the Inland Empire and really redefine what we are.
I mean, I have to think that if San Bernardino becomes a Wi-Fi county, that can only benefit Ontario Airport.
It benefits Ontario Airport, all the businesses. Although I'm not proposing that every business has access to this.
No, I understand
but
that.
for government services, I mean, we need to have this for that as well.
Let's talk more about Ontario because it is incredibly exciting. We've spoken about it before, but I really want to get a sense of the progress of the handover. It's almost like when we I guess the Chinese gave Hong Kong or got Hong Kong from the British, or when we gave back the Panama Canal. It feels like that. Talk to me about the handover.
It is going great. We're still on track to be probably later part of October, November when we get the keys. Now we still have to go through the hiring process to get our own executive director and their staff before the actual day-to-day operations get taken over. But just in the last month, I've had 4 or 5 domestic airlines I've came to me personally. I have 7 foreign airlines. I got 1 flying in from overseas next week.
Because it is sad how over the last 5 years, the numbers for Ontario Airport have been really abysmal. I mean, dropping by a third.
The announcements has created so much excitement among the airlines.
Right.
I mean, nothing's changed. I mean, physically, or we haven't changed anything yet. But just the ability to know that it's detached from Los Angeles has given them new excitement, and everyone's kind of knocking on the door already. So it's very, very
exciting. And I
exciting.
think a lot of folks don't realize that a lot of individuals in the San Gabriel Valley, which is LA County, Ontario is their airport. So it's not just an airport for the Inland Empire. It truly is an airport for Southern California.
It's actually a better located one than LAX for more population by far.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
I believe you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about LAX is next to the water, so half the circle around it is ocean. Unless you're flying some dolphins or something like that, it's not going to go very far. And then also most of the people have the more wealth and more of the foreigner. Anything east of downtown LA, it's faster to go to Ontario than it is to go to LAX.
Right. And we do know that there is a lot of Asian investment in the San Gabriel Valley, in the Inland Empire. So presumably having those flights going in and out of Asia, is that something that you're targeting?
There's already 4 major airlines from Asia negotiated right now.
Incredibly exciting. Congratulations. His name is Curt Hagman. He is a member of the Board of Supervisors in San Bernardino County. If you want to watch more episodes of our program, you can always go to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Charter Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance in the Inland Empire. This is Charter Local Edition.